Oh, actually, I think we might go to Dupery because I really wanted to try out. Like, I'm sorry Legion was there. We're going to go to Dupery because I really, really, really wanted to try Dupery. I'm sorry, you didn't win. My bad. I really wanted to try out Dupery. I think we have enough time for one more game, so we are unfortunately being it's playing favorites. Are you sure you're an owl? Yes. What else would I be? Sounds more like a seagull. Nah, I mean, I do like myself some shinies and I will steal them from you, but... look at this game. The vibes, they're very good. New time exclusive rules, special forces said. Interesting. Start a new game. Welcome back, detective. Oh, the style of this game is great. I'm familiar with your past work. Truly remarkable. I didn't think you'd respond to my summons. Okay, we might need to turn the music down a little. So, you're to blame for me coming out of retirement? Well, I wouldn't be too glad if they'd given me my office back. It must be dire out there. It's true, things have grown bleaker as of late. The syndicate has returned, detective. And between you and me, their corruption has spread into the very foundations of this city. You're the only one I can trust. Can I trust you, though? If it wasn't for this case, I'd call you crazy. But I can't make head or tail of this report. Of course, things have changed a lot around here since you left. Let me explain how it works nowadays. Firstly, familiarize yourself with the case's information. Okay, can we... On the left, I have broken down all of our suspects into 4 categories and listed how many there are of each on the board. Innocent, meddler, underling, traitor. Innocent and meddler rules are good. They are not part of the syndicate, so we should avoid arresting them. Underling and traitor rules are evil. They are confirmed members of the syndicate. All evil must be arrested before moving on to the next case. So there's 1 innocent and 1 underling in town. Exactly. How do you know that? Hold on, sir, how do you know that? Let's look at our suspect list on the right side. This is a list of suspected roles that might be involved with this case. You can hover over each role to see what they do. If you need more information about a role, simply click while hovering over them. Remember, all in-play roles are suspected, but not all suspected roles are necessarily in play. All in-play roles are suspected, but not all suspected roles are necessarily in play. Did you just say you will steal Chinese? No, I will steal Chinese. Shiny. What do you mean by in play? Oh, well, if we look at the center here, you'll see the board. Every door here has a role living behind it. Roles on the board count as in-play roles. As such, not in-play roles are roles that are suspected but not actually on the board. I think I got all that. Okay, we need the music to chill a little. So we have a scoundrel and a priest living behind these doors. Indeed, this case is open and shut. We just need to find which is which. Hold and left to investigate the role. Doing so will let us see what role is behind the door. To start, let's investigate both roles. Okay, can I... Okay, I like that the audio softens here. That's nice. I'm gonna need you to slightly lower there. Shiny. Interesting, I got... Okay. I am the priest. I think I found our syndicate member. The scoundrel just saying, yes, I'm the scoundrel. Okay, right click to arrest. Okay, in 5 hours. I see. So time passed. Here's another case that I encountered recently. It demonstrates one of the biggest problems with the syndicate. They are experts at lying and pretending. Thankfully, we can use their information to figure out which is which. In these kinds of situations, why don't we just arrest them both? Arresting a good role would certainly cause us trouble, reducing our reputation by 2 notches. So just be careful. If your reputation drops too low, well, I get it. You don't need to spell it out. I've been kicked out of my office once in the past, so I know how it goes. Famous detective gains reputation. I'm the priest. I'll be the priest. Okay. How am I supposed to then... I lie and pretend to be an in-play role. When investigated, I announce I am the priest. When I'm lying or tainted, I will announce something else. I see. So you're... Okay. So this is a little bit like Demon Bluff, but slightly different. Before we begin the search, I thought it best to look through some of your old cases. The glory days while I... What's all this mess? Oh dear, it seems someone has made a mess. We better clean this up. I suppose now would be a good time to show you the new note-taking tools. Try to rub out this mess with the eraser. Pick up the razor and hold it to erase. Click right to put the tool down. Someone drew a house. Okay. There, that should do it. Excellent. Should you wish to make your own notes in the future, make good of use of the pen and pins on the left. When using them, you can change the pens or pins color by scrolling with the mouse or holding the middle mouse button down to open a color wheel. Unlike the other tools, pins must be dragged from their spot onto the board by holding left click. You can click right to remove them. Once your pins are down, you can click left to connect them together with string. Strings, pins, and pens could be useful. But let's get to it, shall we? Of course, detective. This case is a little more complex than the last one. There are quite a few suspects. Make sure to have a look at them before making any rash decisions. Okay, the music is still a little loud to me. I'm gonna slightly... I like my music to not overpower my thoughts. I prefer... My accent, stop it. Shiny! When investigated, I announce how many steps I need to take to reach the closest evil role. When investigated, I announce how many of my adjacent neighbors are evil. When investigated, I announce I am the priest. When I'm lying or tainted, I will announce something else. When investigated, I announce one in-play role and one not in-play role, specifying which is which. I lie and pretend to be an in-play role. I obscure one non-meddler role, hiding its name, appearance, and information. Numbers are not obscured. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. Then what do you do if you lie? Cannot report myself. When I am lying or tainted, I announce a random number of steps between 1 and 4 that is incorrect. C. When I'm lying or tainted, I announce a number between 0 and 4 that is incorrect. When I'm lying or tainted, I announce one of the following statements. When I'm lying or tainted, both parts of my announcements will be false. Okay. Service. I have 3 evil clients. When I investigate, I announce how many of my adjacent neighbors are evil. That can't be right. So he's already, like, suspect. You're hidden, which means the specter is in play. I'm 2 steps away from the closest evil. That doesn't seem right. The priest lives in the town. I've never heard of the therapist. That seems correct. I'm 2 steps away from the closest evil. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's these guys that are wrong. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Don't forget hydration. Thank you. Let's see. Taylor. Oh. I see. I can click through them. Ability. Pick 2 roles. I announce if they are the same alignment. I can target myself with my ability once. I can target dead, uninvestigated, and unarrested roles. When I am lying or tainted, it will announce the opposite result of what is truthful. Okay. When investigated, I announce that some of all evil roles addressed. When I'm lying or tainted, I announce a sum that is either slightly higher or slightly lower than the true sum. I am the priest. You're good. Detective. Do you see the blue hand symbol? That signifies the role has a one-time ability and is willing to help us. Handy. These are useful skills that you can choose to use whenever you want. To use an ability, simply click on the role, then follow the instructions. Press right to cancel. Make sure to read what ability is before jumping in. It's always useful to know what to expect. Odd. 2 tailors. One of them must be the mobster. Their ability will still work, but as they are the liar, the information they give will be incorrect. Use abilities wisely, detective. They are often instrumental in solving cases. If they're same alignment. When I'm lying or tainted, I will announce the opposite results to what is truthful, so that could still be useful. The tailor lives in town. I've never heard of this petition. Well, we know that is correct. We don't have the mathematician here. I pretend to be an in-play role. So... you and you. Roll 4 and 2 are the same alignment. So you should be the good guy. Let me check. Roll 4 and 2 are not the same alignment. You're the evil. You're the evil guy. Okay. I'm liking this. Okay, I need to do an outbreak real quick. Be right back. I return. I don't think that was safe, Luna. What if the other tailor had been the mobster? I would have compared the 2 confirmed roles, mailman and priest. Well, we have no way of knowing that the mailman wasn't lying, technically. I mean, I guess he wasn't because we didn't see the mathematician, but we know the priest was correct for sure. I wanted to know which tailor was right. Because we know the priest is good, and we know that the tailor will say if they are of the same alignment. If we have 2 tailors and they both say something else, well, if they basically say the opposite things about the right one, because if I had compared each tailor to the priest, then obviously I wouldn't have known everything. But if I compare the same tailor to the priest, then one tailor will tell me if the tailor is good and the other tailor will not, basically. Basically, the lying tailor, if I compare a good roll to a confirmed good roll, the lying tailor... Oh, they are that stupid at lying. They are that stupid at lying. Like, a real tailor will say, yeah, we're on the same team. Whilst a fake tailor will say we're not on the same team. I mean, I guess... At least they'll say we're not on the same team when it's a confirmed good roll. I guess you maybe had a point. I should have maybe confirmed the 2 good ones, but it worked out. I remember reading this case report years ago. A nasty business. Both a meddler and a traitor are in play. Meddlers and traders. Rings a bell. Could you perhaps explain those to me again? Well, meddlers are good if you can believe that. They will often cause you a lot of trouble, but arresting them hurts your reputation. Ah yes, it's all coming back. Traders are pure evil. They make solving the case much harder. I must arrest any I find. Correct. Good luck, detective. I wonder if... Okay, the time pass doesn't count. So we got a weatherman. When investigated, I announced 3 addresses. 1 address leads to an innocent, 1 leads to a meddler, and 1 leads to an underling or trader. When I'm lying or tainted, I announce 3 addresses. All addresses are either innocent or meddler roles. Okay, you're just good. Vigilante. Ability. Pick a role. If the selected role is evil, I kill them. Otherwise, nothing happens. I can target myself with my ability. When I'm lying or tainted, I always miss. No, wait, hold on. Why would you target yourself? Because if you're good, then you'll miss. But if you're lying or tainted, you'll also always miss. Some of all evil rolls addressed. Surgeon. On the 12th hour, I might kill an innocent roll. I kill 50% of the time. When I'm lying or tainted, I never... Oh, shoot. Okay. Wait, does time pass when I click things? Or when I progress? Critic. You lose twice as much reputation as normal. Others treat your reputation status as poor. I lie and pretend to be suspected not in play roll. Suspected not in play roll. Okay. So wait, does the... If it goes there, does the time pass? Or does the time pass when I select things? Okay. It's when I select things. I see. Forecast a day. 2, 4, 6. I am the priest. Okay, you're good. I kill 50% of the time. When I'm lying or tainted, I'll never kill. Okay. Am I a holy... Okay, well, you're bad news. So... I can just arrest you. Then we still have one traitor left. I don't really want you to... Let's see. Okay, so you're right, actually. You were correct. So you're a good one. Which means you're probably the last evil one. Hey, case solved. I love I just shot through the door. Didn't even investigate them because the surgeon might have killed someone. And pretend to be a mathematician. I see. He's dead. Okay, how does that... Older street reputation status is poor. Defined by reputation, it can be poor, good, or excellent. Okay, I guess I don't know what reputation does quite yet. Detective, something foul is afoot here. I'll have a look at the suspect list. We have a poisoner and a barkeep in play. Both are sources of tainted information. Roles that are tainted will be forced to lie even if they're good, and as such you'll have to be much more vigilant. This duo, and remember the headaches they used to give me. What's worse is that the barkeep transforms another role. When a transformation takes place, the ratio on the left can become outdated. Troubling. Indeed. Read the suspect list, listen to the people, and remember, a role that lies is not always evil. Okay. I've transformed one innocent role into the drunkard. I lie and pretend to be good, not in play role. Okay, so we know that there's actually 4 innocents and 1 meddler. I'm tainted and do not change my behavior. I was pretending to be another role. Poisoner, tainted random innocent surrounding neighbor. I lie and pretend to be suspect. And I'm tainted, I do not taint my target. So if the poisoner gets tainted, they don't taint... Okay. Bloodhound. When investigator announces the direction of the nearest evil roll from me, that is my column or row. If the closest evil rolls are the same distance away from me, I start barking. If I find no evil, I sniff. When I'm lying or tainted, I announce a random result from the following list. North, east, southwest, bark, or sniff. This result cannot be truthful. Okay, let's just... I was the priest. You're not a... Okay, so you could be... Actually... So you could either be tainted or lying. Yeah, you're lying, but you could either be an underling or be tainted. I'm 4 steps away from the closest evil. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Points north. Okay, I'm inclined to right click to learn more, but nearest evil role that's in my column or row. Okay, column or row, so it's either that way or that way. I'm 3 steps away from the closest evil. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Are we just having a reporter city, huh? Is it just all Oh, oops, all reporters? The mathematician lives in town. I've never heard of the priest. Okay. So, that suggests that I have 0 evil clients. Journalism district. Okay. So if we were to believe the mailman, if you are, let's see, if you are truthful, no, but you can't be truthful because we don't have a mathematician. Unless, okay, hold on. Not in play, a role that is not on the board. Transform 1 innocent role into the drunkard. And lie and pretend to be a suspected role. Good. No, he can't be truthful because I announce 1 in play role and 1 not in play role. When I'm lying or tainted, both parts of my announcement will be false. I don't know how the mailman plays with the drunkard. They didn't specify that. Technically, he could still be speaking the truth, seeing that the priest is not actually a priest, and one of the reporters is a drunkard. I think this guy might be lying. Okay, if this guy is speaking the truth, then this guy is lying. Which means nothing he says is true. But this guy is then also lying because of... unless he's drunk, because he's not evil. Because we have 2 evil people and 1 drunk. So you're either... goodness. So you're either becoming drunk, or you're one of the liars. None of these guys are pointing to this guy, which means either they're all lying and he is evil, or he isn't evil, he's corrupted. Because... But we only have... Yeah, we only have 3 people lying. No, 4 people lying, because we also have the poisoner. We have 1 tainted role, 2 evils, and 1 drunkard. So 4 people can be lying. So technically, all 4 of these could be lying. However, this guy, I don't know if the mathematician, like, if the mathematician having been turned to a drunkard turns into a reporter. Lie and pretend to be good role, not in play role. Okay, you lie and pretend to be suspected role. Role that's a suspect. Only suspected role can be in play. And I'm tainted. I do not change my behavior. So we have a drunkard that will lie and pretend to be a good role not in play. But if the drunkard is tainted, then they will actually speak the truth. Talk about a mess. So if this guy is just either drunkard has been making problems for me when I tried the demo. Yeah. And realized the tainted drunkard being the same as the untainted drunkard. Oh, I guess when I taint, I do not change. Oh, that makes sense. But we could have either 4 people lying or 3 people lying, depending on if the drunkard is tainted. There's something up with the priest. Either you're evil or you've become the drunkard, or you are tainted. If you are evil, all of these guys are lying. Which is possible because we have 4 liars. But that means that you would be tainted and not evil. Because if you are evil and all of these guys are lying, then this guy must be speaking the truth because there's like nothing left. So you'd be... Actually, I should do it all in one color. Yeah. Any one situation I should do in one color. That's probably a better good. So let's do purple. Say you're evil. Then all of these guys are lying. If you're evil, they're all lying. Which means you would have to be truthful. The problem is that this guy... There is no mathematician. So I don't know if a drunk mathematician that disguises themselves as another role would still count as a mathematician. If they're all lying, this one has to be truthful. Which would mean that this one is evil. And that would give us 2 evil roles. But that doesn't quite add up. Now say you're not evil, but you are lying. Then you are wrong. Basically, you would be lying. If you are not evil, but corrupted. You're lying, which means that either you're lying or they're also corrupted. Like either they're corrupted and you're speaking the truth, or they're not corrupted and they're lying. If you are... So you're not evil, but you are 1, 2, 3. That could mean you're truthful. 1, 2, 3, 4. That could mean you're truthful too. But it's the closest evil. And that wouldn't work because there's 2 evils. Yeah, so that doesn't add up. Let's see. If you're speaking the truth, then... Because you specifically point to evil, right? Closest evil role. Which, if you're just speaking the truth, and this is the closest evil role, these cannot be evil. These have to be good people. Which actors for this. This one would be truthful. This one would be tainted, though. Like, they'd be lying. Hi again. Welcome back. So if you're truthful, you'd have to be lying but be good. You'd have to be good and truthful, which that comes across, which means that you'd have to be at least good. You'd be evil in this case. You'd also be corrupted still. Because we'd already have... Okay, we'd have this evil. If you're good... I mean, you could also be lying, but we already have this guy lying. It could be... Let's see. If you're good, either you're evil or you're good and lying, which would mean that nothing you say is true. But you'd be lying anyway because this guy would have to be evil. So you'd basically have to be telling the truth, which makes you evil, which makes you a liar. Evil, evil, liar, liar. That is an option. I think that is the most logical solution. So... Barkeep. Yeah. There we go. Okay, drunkard pretending to be the mailman. And then you were tainted. Is this Dupery? This is, let me grab the name. This is Dupery. Okay, that's good to know. I like the reveal all. I like that it says what they Dupery. Dupery. Yeah. I do wonder how the drunkard reads. If people call about the drunkard or if they call about others to dupe. Detective, you might have noticed that as you investigate roles, time moves on. Investigating a role that takes 2 hours, while arresting a role takes 1 hour. Abilities do not take any time to use. You can see the current time on the clock in the top left. Up until now, it hasn't been very important, but I must warn you. In many neighborhoods, there is still an active danger lurking. Roles might change the state of the board over time. Sometimes it's best to arrest sooner rather than later. You got that right. Plus, it's not like you're paying me overtime. I think 1 more board, maybe 2. Okay, we got a serial killer on our hands. Every 9 hours, I kill an adjacent good role if possible. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. I will always be adjacent to at least 1 good role. When I am arrested, dead or tainted, I do not kill. Idea from Runaway. Oh, people gave it. That is so nice. I like that. Okay. Clockmaker. When investigated, I announce at what time the clock tower will ring. I add a clock tower on the board when I am suspected. I am considered a self-confirm role. When I'm lying or tainted, I announce a time during which a clock tower will not ring. Okay, so you basically confirm if you're actually innocent. You are also, in a way, confirming if you're at least good and not corrupted, but... Okay. I have 0 evil clients. That is possible. I'm 1 step away from the closest evil. The clock tower will ring from 8 to 9. Okay. So... Okay, does it mean that he would say the clock tower won't ring then? Or will he say the wrong time? It is not 8 to 9 yet. Let's see. also have this surgeon that might kill people. Oh! It is currently 8. This clockmaker is lying. You are a liar. But you are truthful. Question is... No, actually, both of these guys... Like, I can just arrest this guy immediately, because... Oh, damn. Okay. It is 9, which means that this guy must have murdered them. Because the surgeon doesn't come in play yet. I'm sorry, reporter. Your death was invaluable to this research. A bunch of people pretend to be clockmakers. Okay. Just like in real life, the mafia went after a reporter. Yeah. Pretty damn accurate. Reporter saw too much. I want more. I do need to write things down, but this is fun. Ah, I remember this case. There was a conman. While evil, the conman pretends... While evil, the conman pretends, but does not lie. This can make them quite difficult to find and arrest. Just remember, an evil role is not always lying. So not all lying roles are evil, and evil roles aren't always lying. Okay. Copycat, you're new. Pretend to be a good and play role. Okay, so you just... Basically, you're double. So this does not guarantee one of the doubles that we see is necessarily evil. Unlike most underlying roles, I do not lie. So you're going to be difficult to find. We do have a vigilant. I have calculated the number 8. Hold on. When investigated, I announced the sum of all evil role addresses. So it's either 6 or 2 or 3 or 5, according to the mathematician. Some of you may die, but it will be glorious for me. I have 3 evil clients. Well, that can't even be right. So you must be lying. Do we have anyone? No, nobody. Yeah, you're just straight up lying. Which means if you're not lying, the other evil role is there. Let's arrest you. I mean, I could immediately... Actually, I will just immediately arrest you. I'm wondering if that will bring my reputation up, because that, like, would have been really quick. Because, I mean, that is assuming that you're not lying. But you aren't lying. You can't be lying, because we arrested the mobster, and the other person is the conman. Which means it has to be you. That should be enough training, Lieutenant. The syndicate rages through the very heart of the city. It makes me sick. They must be stopped. We must stop them. We have to act now. Where do we begin? Let me show you what I've discovered so far, and you can pick which lead we pursue. Yeah, but it doesn't say that you can't, like... It appears as laws when investigating unless they are lying. We'll do everything else. Yeah, so you're just like literally copying. Okay. So we're out of the tutorial. Oh. Crime never sleeps. So I guess I won't either. Not while the syndicate continues to spread. I've got work to do. I keep thinking the other guy will betray me. Copycat murderer. Good. Okay, so that was the tutorial. Now we're actually in the actual game, but we're out of time. I might return to this after stream, not gonna lie, but I do think I need to round things down. Like, I'd love to keep playing, but it is so warm here. It is very hot. So let's not be silly. Let's be smart. Let's be smart and responsible and not exhaust myself. Because, you know, never want to do that. Let's not toast Luna. Bye-bye, bird lady. Yeah, I had a lot of fun today. Today was a lot of fun. I'm very happy about today. I should have done this way sooner. I didn't realize, like, oh, I should have... Maybe we can do more... The thing is, next week, we're going to have the charity streams on Thursday and Sunday. And after that, I really want to play Deltarune, because that's come out. So I don't know how I'm going to put in demos. We'll see. Let's see. I think... we can go say hi to you. Let me check my thing. Yeah, it's been a while since we said hi to this friend, though. Deltarune is a thing. Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna go say hi to our friendo Martin. He's playing a game that I haven't seen before, but it does seem interesting. You can't end now. You just started. Ah, yes, just started. Thanks for the variety stream. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you had fun today. It was really fun trying a bunch of different games, honestly. I should do, like, demo days more often to just, like, play through a bunch of demos and check out what they're about and give my thoughts. At least if you guys like that. Then again, I have so many other games I also want to stream. Like, I wish I could stream more days in the week so I could get through... How am I... Hoe kan ik dit nu zeggen? Oké, Nederlands. Nederlands. We hebben een timer hier beneden. Niet dat je hem heel goed kan zien. Belangrijkste dingen. Kom alsjeblieft volgende week terug. Ja, iedereen, snel. Leer Nederlands. Voor nu... wees lief naar jezelf. Wees lief naar anderen. En ik zie jullie allemaal de volgende keer. Doeg, doeg.